Hola, ¿cómo estás? Toda la gente está aquí. Es más bueno que viven en los Estados Unidos, en este gran estado de Nueva York y esta ciudad de Bosboro. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. I got one guy who's like, I understood everything you was saying. I tend to do that when I come to rooms nowadays just because this is smalling. So I'm going to fix this before I do anything. I tend to do that when I come to rooms nowadays because I don't necessarily sound Spanish. I don't look Spanish. Paul Ray obviously isn't Spanish. So I tend to do that because when I walk into rooms and I say, hey, I'm a Spanish dude, they think that I am some kind of stereotype from a movie or something, like a cross between Born in East LA and Next Friday. Like, ¡Órale, vato! ¿Qué pasa? Or, I cut you, man. You laugh too hard, I cut you. I poke your ass, motherfucker. I hit you with my car, but then I run away because I have no papers. I feel like I have to warn the people up here. Despite my size, I'm a big guy. I have a very high center of gravity. What that means is at any given time, I may fall. Especially right here, you two, if I fall, you're not going to make it. I don't want that to worry you. In fact, I want to make sure that when you're laughing as if it's the last time you would ever laugh again. Because you might be. And you, don't worry about it. They're a little bit closer than I am, so if I fall, like the worst thing that's going to happen is like I'll fall like face first in your lap. So to recap for everybody, if I fall off the stage, certain death, non-consensual mouth hug. Although I don't know, dude, you're laughing a little bit much and your pants are tenting a little bit. I'm not staring at your crotch, I'm just spotting my landing. But I am Spanish, and if you looked at me and you thought about it, you probably wouldn't think Spanish, you would probably think something like Hawaiian. And everybody's like, oh my God, he just nodded. Yeah, he does kind of look Hawaiian. We're typically Pacific Islander, but most people don't understand there are other islands in the Pacific, so they can go with the country of Hawaii. And as a result, it's made me kind of lash out at things and make sure that people understand I'm not Hawaiian. For one, I wear dark clothes, make sure it doesn't look like a Hawaiian shirt or Mr. Kool-Aid. Oh yeah! I'm sorry, that sounded too much like Randy Savage. Gotta pour one out for my dead homie. Also, for those of you who don't know, pineapples come from Hawaii. It's a Snapple fact. I hate pineapples. Anything with pineapples in it I don't like. Finally, I don't wear grass skirts. Once again, I'm a big dude. Hawaii only has so many trees. There's only so much coverage that I can do. And then, I'm Spanish, so I mean, if I look down and the grass is uneven, I'm going to hire myself to cut it. So does anybody here ask the wrong questions at the wrong time? Like questions you don't want the answers to, but you are stupid enough to ask them? Like, I was in bed with my girlfriend last week, and I know what you're thinking. Girlfriend. Oh yeah, I was, and now the next thing you're, I hope she's on top. But she wasn't, so fuck off. I'm going to pick on these two girls again and say, look, if we're in bed, I understand you have other people, but if we're in bed, it's not the size of me, it's just the sheer fall. So like we're in bed, you may not be able to breathe as well, because I'll be on top, but you'll be good. But anyway, I'm in bed with my girlfriend, and I'm trying to be polite because this room has a lot of people in it, so she was blowing me. And I'm talking like, great, I'm talking like, amazing. And we're in bed together, and we're cuddling at the end, and something goes off in my head, it's like, you are amazing at that. How did you get so good? Years of practice. And now all of a sudden in my head, I'm like, wait, years of practice? What? How many years? Like, I'm starting to ask questions. I'm like, one bad mistake, and now the blood hasn't come back to my brain to stop me from asking other stuff. So it's like, how many years have you been doing this? About 20. And now I start going through my head, I'm like, oh my God, she's at my age, 20 years. And she stopped me, and it's like, I've been doing this since I was like 10. I'm like, oh God, more questions. And they just keep coming out, they keep coming out, I can't stop. So I'm seeing her next week. I'm not letting that go. Did you see the face? It was amazing. To give you an example, Seth Rogen. Everybody in the room knows who Seth Rogen is. Everybody loved Knocked Up, Pineapple Express. Well, I didn't like Pineapple Express because I thought it had pineapples in it. But everybody liked Pineapple Express. He was funny because he was fat and he was kind of jovial and all that kind of stuff. His last movie that he just did, he got really thin for the Green Hornet, right?
Yeah.
Bombed. Horrible. Nobody wanted to see that. The next movie after that was Paul, an alien movie. They didn't even put him in the movie. They just used his voice. They didn't even want him there. Real life example, and I hate picking on you two. I feel bad. Just picture like a children's game that you lost. Like eeny, meeny, miny, damn it. Okay? If I were to fall on you 3 months ago, all this lighting and everything like that would just get dark and dead. Nothing, you wouldn't have understand what happened. You would have just been talking to Spot, gone. Now, if I fall on you, you'll see this little silhouette, kind of like a total eclipse, but not quite a total eclipse now. And you'll know it's coming. You'll be screaming. You'll be like, oh my God, why did I sit in the front row? And then, dead. And he's staring over there. He's like, please, God, I don't care how much he weighs, just